Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the GF1 podcast from GF1 Studios, the only show that talks about pretty much everything, from games to films to movies to everything. Now, here's your host, Matt and Zach. Welcome to another amazing episode of the GF1 podcast. Woo! Okay, so guys, quick disclaimer. As you know, me and Pirata are both from the Palmetto State of South Carolina. And at the moment, we are both currently on a tornado watch. So keep us in your prayers because right now we don't know what happened. And like I said, my county just got like nuked by literally 2 tornadoes. And Pirata lives in Greenville, which is basically sort of like the tornado alley of, sort of closely of the tornado alley of South Carolina. So keep us in your prayers. Hope this show keeps going. I wanted to keep this. I could have just canceled it, but I feel like we need to do the show because
oh my god, I'm screwed.
We need normalcy. We need to be normal. So that's one thing. But sadly today, people, as you know, before we start, as you know, I'm Mac. I'm the host of the show. One of the hosts of the show. I usually will have Zach with me, but today, sadly, Zach is not here. He is his throat has been his throat is hurting, and we're hoping and praying that everything is going well with him. But we have our current third chair host, our brand new co-host, the third chair co-host, Pirata Blaze. Say hi, Pirata.
Hello.
As you can see, the background of Bob the Burgers.
Yes, love it.
Love it, awesome. And now let's go ahead and get with the guest. Let's go with guest number 1 because he's been on this show before. He has been on the show. He's also a co-host on Is It Rotten, which you will see soon once you get it edited. Mr. Scott Sadek.
Yo, what's going on, guys?
All right. He has been on the show before, so he knows how this goes. And next, a guy that we have not brought on, like I said, Eric is literally, if Eric is the guy that literally we like to call the Matt Damon of the show, or just like we run out of time. But this is a guy who I've been trying to get on the show, but he's been busy. And I was like, fuck, stop being fucking busy. And today he's not busy. This is Ryan.
Hey, Mac. Yeah, my semester is almost wrapped up, so this is my first free Saturday in a while. Like to do something like this. So enjoy it, because summer semester starts in 2 weeks. Yay.
Damn it. Okay.
Yeah. So much fun.
Yeah. But guys, what part of? She froze? Pirata?
Looks like she froze, yeah.
Uh-oh. Hope everything's okay.
There she is. She's good.
What did you say, Pirata?
I was just saying it's still spring, so for summer semester to start.
Starts in May. Sad to say, starts right in May. I don't get any breaks really.
All right. But guys, let's go ahead. Actually, no, if you don't know how the show is, we talk about what game you played. We talk about what game we played. The game we played. The game we played. Movie. I want to say game we played. How to go, Scott? You remember?
You can talk about sports a little bit, I believe.
No, we cut that out. We
got the sports. Oh, okay, all right. If there's film, you talk about movies.
Right. So we talk about film. There's a film portion where we talk about movies. Each of us talk about a film, and then we talk about the games, and then we talk about movies, and then we go in. Usually we have what Zach pulled up, but sadly we cannot go with Zach pulled up, so that sucks. We also have what's in Max Corner, which is going to be juicy today. What's in Max Corner is going to be so fun to see what's in Max fucking Corner. Yes. And oh, we lost. I think we lost somebody. Did we lose somebody?
No, I'm having technical difficulties.
Oh, my bad. I thought we lost somebody from that. And also we have Pirate as usual, Mary Fuck Kill, which we like to save at the end of the podcast.
Yeah. Is making it.
And then before we do that, we'll talk about our subject that we usually price up. So this year we're going to talk about what if it sucked, or what if it sucked or didn't exist. So we'll talk about something that didn't exist. You voted for it. We did Final Fantasy, so we each got to tell our reason. What would it be like without Final Fantasy? So without further ado, let's get started. Ryan, what game you fucking played today?
Oh man, I have put a lot of time into Pokemon Sword because it is a bad game, but it is a fun game to kill time with.
Oh shit. Eric
so
kill you.
So here's here's my 2 cents. Pokemon at its core is fun. Like that's, to me, that is why it's successful. At its core, it's collecting things.
Right.
But as a video game, it is so lacking in everything else to where I didn't normally, like when like the last time I bought a Nintendo product, it was because of Pokemon. I got the 3DS to play the 3DS Pokemon games. Right. I did not get a Switch immediate. I didn't get a Switch till it was 3 years old. Like we got the Switch for Animal Crossing, and then I had the money to buy a Pokemon game. I bought Sword. I've played it. I put more hours into it than I should admit, but I still know it's bad. Like you can play something and know it's what you're doing is not a good game. Like I have better games I should be playing, but I'm not.
Right. And also, I just want to say in the chat, we got Willow Foxfire. Hey, Will's been supporting my channel, and Randall Sands. Welcome, man. He says, hi, everybody. Hey, Randall.
Hey, Randall.
Hey, Randall. I just want to say that. So, yeah, I would say Eric is going to kill you right now. And
that's fine. Eric can kill me.
I mean, Eric's probably going to take that to the championship.
I mean, if Eric was fair, he would admit it's the weakest one of the main series releases. Like it is. I mean, well, that's up for debate. I'm not sure because
them fighting words.
They are fighting words. Like that shit. You should have me and Eric on for a grudge at some point to argue this because I would love to have that argument with him.
Oh, we'll literally have to do Pokemon fights. We have literally talked to. I mean, I'm thinking about unlocking it and saying now that we're like under a new order, they're literally begging me to do Pokemon fights again, so we might do Pokemon fights.
You have your champ. You have Eric. Wait, is Eric the champion?
Eric's still the fucking champion.
Yeah, your champion's a Pokemon fan. A challenger's a Pokemon fan. That's why.
Will says no disagreements. Pokemon Sword and Shield. No, I disagree. Pokemon Sword and Shield is really enjoyable.
I admitted it's enjoyable. I'm still said it's not a great game though. Like that's what I was getting at.
Oh yeah, sorry, Willow Firefox. Sorry, Firefox. So, but he disagrees with you. But you know, I'm not in this. I'm not gonna get in this. But we'll do a Pokemon grudge, man. So Scott, what you played?
Lately I've just been playing Mad Max. Like I got into a real Mad Max kick, and I bought it for a second time on Xbox this time, and I've just been playing through that. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot more fun than I remember.
So let me get this straight. This is the new Mad Max? This is the what a wonderful game!
That style, sure, yeah.
It's not Mel Gibson.
No, it's not Mel Gibson or Tom Hardy. It's kind of its own.
Damn it,
Mad Max.
Damn it! I mean, that's debatable though. Which one is the best Mad Max?
I mean, the best Mad Max movie is Fury Road, I think.
That's correct. It is. But what is the best Mad Max? Who is the best Max?
There's only been 2.
Yeah,
true.
And Hardy has only had 1 film, and then he didn't get to do a lot. So
exactly, yeah. So it's hard not to give it to Mel Gibson, but
yeah,
like, I don't see why. I don't like he hadn't put like a stamp. I don't think.
I mean, well, I mean, if we had to talk about like weaker films, I mean, Thunderdome was not that good.
I disagree.
Master Blaster goes on.
You got Tina Turner in there, man.
Yeah, Tina Turner was just weird in that film, though.
You got some weird feral kids. It's great.
Scott, are you thinking about putting this on the Bingham list?
I hope that Beyond Thunderdome is not rotten.
Fuck. All right, Pyretta, what have you been playing?
No, it's not rotten. You're good.
Oh, yes.
I have been playing. I mean, for once, I put Bethesda games down for a bit. I'm taking a bit of a break. I'm barely on. Other than my Monday night routine and Thursday nights for my guild, I have been doing a lot of Call of Duty Warzone because I have got to get that Mara skin unlocked. She is hot. She's this awesome, like Venezuelan version of Lara Croft Tomb Raider, and she's just a bad bee. And I'm like, I want that skin. But I have to basically reach level 91 because you have to complete the end of the level to get the reward unlocked. So while she's at level 90, just dinging 90 doesn't count. I basically have to ding 91 to unlock her. Right now, I think if I recall correctly, I'm at 53 or 54. Right. So I'm over halfway, but when I struggle with first-person shooters to begin with, this is like really hard for me. So if I get her unlocked, it'll be a complete accomplishment for me. So I've been playing that most evenings. Even when I get off the stream here, that's what I do is I hop on and I stream for a couple hours on there with friends, just running around. I've done the Battle Royale matches. I've done the plunder runs. I started doing the multiplayer last night because just for everybody who's not aware, that is playing the Warzone and the new Modern Warfare right now. If you do not have the new Modern Warfare itself, it is free to play this weekend. So all you have to do is turn your system on, go to your store, download it, and you'll be able to play it. It's already built into the packaging. So I didn't have to do a separate download to access this part of the game to play the multiplayer. So it's smaller maps than what you're getting in Warzone. But it is really fun. It's very reminiscent of, in a way, speed maps reminded me from like Modern Warfare 2. And I'm trying to unlock certain weapons. So I'm going through and trying to get certain things because there's a crossbow that basically it doesn't matter if you have 3 SAP-B plates on or not, that crossbow is going to take you out. It is nasty. So I'm like, ooh, I got to get that as my like secondary weapon now. So I have all these goals and I've been grinding out on it, but it's not really a grind in a way because you have the different modes you can play. You can play as trios, you can play as a quad group, you can go in and solo play. They've given you a lot of options that we didn't have before in the older CODs. So it's really nice to be able to get on and do these. And it's a nice change of pace when I'm just constantly on my Elder Scrolls. So it's just a matter of getting used to the new playing style because it's a little different and I get to be more tactical, but I'm loving it. And if you want to try it for free, it's a free one to play right now for the weekend for the multiplayer, and Warzone itself is always free. So even if you decide you don't want to necessarily buy the multiplayer, you can keep playing Warzone itself in the battle royales and the plunder runs, and it's great.
Also, I got a question I'm gonna say for a little bit. But Randall says it's 175 gigabytes though, so be wary of that. Just so you know. You got that part?
Yeah, see, to me that's just letters and numbers because I'm dyslexic. So I'm not...
No, it's like that's how much memory you got in the system. That's how much it's gonna cost for your system storage.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I mean, I don't have a lot of games installed, so I'm okay. I didn't have to delete anything to add it.
All right, and I have a question right here from the audience. Who is the biggest stud out of you? Laugh out loud.
What's the question?
Yeah,
who is the biggest stud out of you?
Biggest
out of the lot?
It's probably Pyretta.
I mean, yeah, it's Pyretta.
Yeah, like I'm a schlubby white fat guy out of Ohio.
I'm a fat guy who's lucky to have a girlfriend. So
yeah.
No,
I mean, no offense to Scott, but my brain was like, probably Pirata.
We're all schlubby fat guys. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like,
Yeah.
well, not a
I'm
fair
not
question.
Big. I'm small, so
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not certain to anything.
I'm tough.
Yeah, but yeah. I mean, that's the thing we love about them. This is the questions we want for the GF1 podcast. Please bring us more. Yes. Bring on questions like this. Ask more of this. Give us crazy questions. If you want the crazy questions, bring them here. I'll answer them. Like,
we're not shy. That's
we're
for
not
certain.
shy. We won't say we don't like. We're not. Listen, we will go there. Just ask us anything. We will do it. Like we literally talked about Zero's dick on the last episode. We'll go there.
I'm at 36% already.
Uh-oh. We talked about Zero's dick. Speaking of Zero's dick.
How is that a segue?
Oh my God, you had a great segue. If you would have just kept going, but you had to laugh at your own joke.
Speaking of Zero's dick, let's talk about my game. Look, I've been playing a plethora of a lot of games. But the one game I could talk about one game, but the one game I want to talk about that I played, that I finally got to play, because like I said, since the tornadoes been over here hitting us, I have not been able to sleep. So the only thing I've been doing in my downtime is either talking to my girlfriend or playing the game. And my girlfriend got me back into playing Mortal Kombat 11. And
Nice.
God, I was sitting there like, God,
who's your favorite?
So far, I would have to say, if I had to say combo wise and hitting people, I want to say, damn it. Yeah,
I know it's so hard because
I mean, Liu Kang just got the combos that kick ass, and Kung Lao's just awesome. It's between Kung Lao and Liu Kang. I love those two. I just love.
Because I love Cassie Kang, but that's because of her finishers. I'm sorry, but her finisher where she guts you and then she's doing this, the little heart and the selfie basically pose in it. I'm like, oh, that's so awesome. So I love that.
Okay. Well, Mickey says you ain't shit. 101 me, little buzzy, Minecraft 1v1 draw. Okay, cool. All right, cool. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I'm just reading this fucking comment. It's awesome. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Anyway,
if I disappear, it's temporarily to go to my tablet. My computer won't charge. That was my technical difficulty. We were trying to like slice it and see if we could do something, because apparently one of my lovely cats decided to nom in the center of my cord from my new computer.
Nah, we understand. We understand. Hold on. He said, "Can you tell her she ain't shit?"
Okay.
Okay. Does that hurt our feelings? Is this supposed to hurt our feelings? Because
like,
actually...
ooh. All right.
Ooh.
I ain't shit.
We ain't shit. We're not shit. I mean,
don't forget, like when people like watch, whether they hate watch us or not, it's still because they watched it and clicked on our video, it is going to put us back into their YouTube feed. It's great.
I know. It's awesome.
Now you're going to get recommended to our show even more. So thank you. Appreciate that. I mean, that's your support.
Lois voice having ass bitch. Okay, well, whatever. Anyway, I'm done with you for a minute. But anyway, we love talking to you. We love talking to everybody. Anyway, yeah, Mortal Kombat is fun. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed playing it. I like the fatalities. I love killing. I just felt like I was like, yeah. I
gotta isolate that last clip. I love killing.
No, I love fatalities. Let's say it like that. Is that better?
Hey, I was happy with the other one.
But I like the fact that you can just beat the shit out of the one person I just couldn't stand is Shao Kahn, and I'm just like beating the shit out of Shao Kahn. Like, yeah, I beat the shit out of him. I kicked his ass. I was so happy. He was talking shit to me like, "You will die." I said, "Shut up." Stop hitting me!
Aren't they making a new Mortal Kombat movie?
Yeah.
If they do, the new character is going to be Corona.
Oh, Jesus.
You know, Mac knows because I sent him a picture.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
I sent it to Zach, too. Pretty awesome.
Oh, God, it's going to be Corona. Yeah, I forgot about that pic. Yeah. Yeah. So here we go. So yeah, like I said, I love the game. I think the movie gonna be trash because you can't top the original because I
You're
love
just
it.
biased.
I love the original. I love the original Mortal Kombat. It was fun.
Take away that denta and you don't love it. I guarantee the music's not attached to the first one. You don't love the first one like you do.
Christopher Lambert too.
But yeah, Christopher Lambert is awesome. He come on. You will fight in a tournament in Mortal Kombat. Yeah, that's still a good part of it, but Christopher Lambert is just awesome. Come on, he's awesome. Come on, Ryan. He loved Christopher Lambert. He was bad in Highlander, The Quickening, but he was good in that. He was funny in that.
He knew what movie he was making.
He knew he was making shit.
Yeah. That one exists, by the way. I still contest that.
But you still contest what?
The second one doesn't exist.
Yeah, I mean, I say that.
I blocked that second one out, man.
Me too.
As a kid, I liked it. Now,
the third one starts at the end of the first, so we're okay.
Yeah, we're okay. Yeah. So yeah. Now, what the fuck is Annihilation? I don't know what that film is. I'm so glad Zach is not here because he loves that film and he will defend it.
It exists. I've seen it.
Shut up, Scott.
I own it in my collection, but that's not the point.
Shut up, Scott. Shut it. That doesn't exist.
I don't understand sarcasm.
We will bully you. Scott, we will punch you. It does not exist. It does not exist.
All right, I'm going to make us watch it on Is It Rob?
Oh, no, you won't.
Oh, no, you won't. You know Zach is going to vote for it. Half your items have been ones that he wanted. Oh boy, this is a good episode so far. All right, I don't got the gift, but it's time, people, to talk about some films. We're gonna talk about some films right now. So film topics. Anybody want to talk about a film?
Dude, I haven't seen a new movie in a while. There's not a whole lot to talk about right now.
True.
Like, we watched Grandma's Boy last night. That was funny. It's always funny. But it's old. It's 14 years old. I don't got nothing new to talk about.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's in the world of Corona, which we talk about. It's hard to talk about new films. Yeah. I mean, I would talk about Harley Quinn.
That's the last new movie I saw. It's been a while. It's been damn.
Yeah, I mean, I will talk about it. It's a film.
Well, all right, I don't want to get into it because I like the movie. Like,
I don't hate it. I think it's a film.
I mean, it's technically on film, so that's why it's a film. But
is it shot on digital? I don't know.
Yeah.
It was definitely shot on digital. It was not shot on film, so.
Then good. It's not a film. It was trash.
I think it was pretty cool.
I enjoyed it.
Character to carry the whole damn team, and it's supposed to be Birds of Prey, not Harley.
Now that's the problem with the movie they never should have marketed it as a Birds of Prey movie. Because it's not. It's a movie about Harley Quinn.
Yeah,
and that's the thing that I didn't realize that Birds of Prey had a fan base. Okay, right. I didn't realize people gave a shit. I didn't realize.
Oh my god! You know how many comics there are for Birds of Prey?
I'm sure there's a ton. I just didn't realize there was a lot of people who cared about them. I had all the Birds of Prey characters I had seen in other media. Like I had seen their team had been a part of other things. So for me, I liked it. I thought everybody in the movie was interesting, like for what they were doing with the movie. It's a movie about getting past your past trauma. It's about reclaiming what's yours and moving on from the shit that fucked you up. And I dug it. But
I mean, I enjoyed it for what it was worth, and I do agree with you, Ryan, 100%. It should have been just Harley Quinn, not Birds of Prey.
And even though I like the original title, that title was bad for ticket sales.
Yeah,
that's too long of a stupid name. And
Birds of Prey and the telling of what what
Birds of Prey and the Immaculate Emancipation of one Harley Quinn.
Yeah, that was bad. Why did they do that? And Margot, let me be honest. Margot Robbie plays the role. It has played Harley Quinn the best. I mean, she's done a damn good.
She's the only live action Harley Quinn. Yeah, but I agree with you, Mac. I think she's really good, but I can only compare her to voice actors, and that's not fair.
I mean, well, Tara Strong is still,
because if I compare her to voice actors, I prefer Harley Quinn in like two different mediums. Then,
because Tara Strong is my favorite voice actress for Harley Quinn.
And then I love the Harley Quinn show that was on DC Universe. So
yeah, I mean, and Tara Strong, I'm still wondering why they can't just let Tara Strong play it, because she does look like she could.
There's a difference between a voice actor and an actor, though, Mac. Like, trust me on this one. Yeah. Also, not every voice actor can make that jump well.
I mean, okay. I mean,
they're also obviously going for a younger.
Yeah, and Tara Strong's
a little older than Margot Robbie.
I mean, true, but I mean,
Tara Strong's 47.
Okay, well,
she's too old for Margot.
Picture this, okay? Mark Hamill as the Joker.
Yeah, but you can have an old Joker and it works.
Yeah, but he will work. He will work. He will really work.
And Mark Hamill started as a actor, and then did voice acting. He's like one of the few actors I could make an argument that either medium he's really amazing at it.
Right.
Like, because there's usually a translation between actor, and voice actors. Right. Like, a lot of voice actors are really superior to actors when they try to voice act. Right. And then the same thing happens. Actors usually are better at acting. Mark Hamill's one of those rare guys who can do both.
Right.
Like, and nail it.
Right.
Like, so that's why Tara Strong didn't get to be Harley Quinn in a live action movie. She's too old, and I'm looking at her filmography. It's just voice acting roles. She's not an actress. It's
okay.
Yeah, it just is what it sucks, but
yeah.
She's got so many credits to her name. She gets them checks like nobody's business.
Like, honestly, she picks and chooses her roles now at this point as well.
Right.
She may have had a conflict of interest with the scheduling timeline of when they were doing their filming for the new one versus anything else she had going on too. So I can't fault her, but also, I mean, they kind of taken it away and given it to Melissa Ranch. So she was doing.
I think she's doing.
But I love her too as Harley Quinn. But Tara Strong, she's done so many voices of so many characters that I love. To me, I prefer her because of that. I favor her because I have that bias. So.
Right.
My thing is with
let new talent like also get a chance at doing these types.
Right.
Of
Yeah,
I really enjoy Kelly like whatever her last name is. I like her in the Harley Quinn show. Yeah, Penny in the Harley Quinn show, I think is doing a great job.
Yeah.
Like, and her voice, like the thing with, I love Tara Strong. She's done so many roles though. She doesn't have a lot of variety to her voice. Like it sounds similar for every role. Like unless it's something totally different. Like every role, she sounds about the same. Right. So at least with this new Harley Quinn on the TV, on DC streaming, it's a new take on the character. And I'm happy for it.
Right.
But yeah, that's the last movie I saw in theaters. And I'm sad because I'm used to going to the movies once a week. So it's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while for us.
Yeah, honestly, my movie is going to get kind of boring for the adults that are watching this channel since we are not a kid-friendly channel.
Definitely
I watched Trolls World Tour.
How was that?
It was good. I do enjoy watching a lot of the like children's movies, even before I had a child myself. So in a way, it allows me to like just keep up with the same things that I always enjoy. You know, anime is just cartoons for adults, really. You know, stuff like that.
I love animation.
It was actually really good though, and I thought it was going to be kind of just meh, like they're just going to phone it in and try to bank in on what they made from the first one.
Yeah.
But the storyline was really good. They even make sure to do like a plot twist and basically there were these 6 different groups of trolls. So there was like the pop trolls, and then the funk trolls, and then the rock trolls, and forget the other 3. The classical, country, and something else. And then they bring up these little like niche groups of like there's the yodeling trolls and this. And so they start bringing these in. But the point is the 6 main groups of trolls, there are 6 strings, just like a guitar. And each troll group has their own specific string. And the villain is the rock trolls, and she's trying, the leader of them, she's trying to get all the strings from all the other trolls, and she's gonna make them be reunited all under one type of music, which was rock. And so it's about trying to stop her from destroying all the uniqueness that comes with having multiple types of music. So it's basically, in a way, like fundamentally putting out there, like if there was only one genre of music, the world would be pretty boring. You know, we have songs that are so great in certain genres that have influences from here and from there. So it brings it up and allows children to understand that. And it was really nice. And I liked it. So for me, and there's some kid movies that I'm just like, oh my God, it was awful. No, this one was really good. I thought it was going to be pretty cringe, but it was good and
I
enjoyable.
saw the first one in theaters back when I was doing reviews every week, and I liked it. It was better than it ever had any right to be. So
yes, that's a great thing to say about the sequel. Is it was better than it had any right to be. And the sequel has Ozzy Osbourne. So if you're not down with that, then I can't be down with you because I love Ozzy.
So was this his role?
You hear him really clearly, and he enunciates, but he's playing the old grandpa in like a wheelchair, and he does have his moments where he's like,
damn, I want to watch it just for that now.
This is the craziest thing I've ever heard. Ozzy Osbourne played the grandpa in a Trolls movie.
Well, you know, he was also the reindeer in Romeo and Juliet.
Of course he was.
See, people don't know these things, but I have golden ears. I hear your voice, and like I can start naming everything you've been in, what you've done. Now, I may not remember your name, so I might call you like Dexter from Dexter's Laboratory or something like that. But if I follow your career, like Tara Strong, I'll be able to actually name you. But you know, you might get me.
That's awesome.
Older scrolls and going, hey, this guy does the voice of Alucard in Hellsing. All right.
It's just exciting to hear that Ozzy got a role, because every role Ozzy gets is another piece of media for him to live on, because we're getting close to the end with Ozzy, and I hate to think about that.
And it's very sad. He has Parkinson's, and he is going down to he's been in Panama, and actually he's still there because of everything with the virus going on for his own health and safety. He has been going there and he's already had 1 round. I believe he's officially had a 2nd round of treatment, but he's doing some stem cell treatment. And after his first one in over 2 years, it was his first time that he felt well enough to go out and do things in the world. And now he can't. And he's, you know, logically he's griping about that. And you can't blame the guy. He's felt like crap for 2 years. And now that he feels finally better because it's the first treatment is already making him feel better. So there's hope that it may not, you know, it's not like it's a treatment, it's not a cure, guys. So basically it's going to help us have him longer. But yeah, I told my daughter at the end of Trolls, I was like, you know, for you, because she loves Ozzy, this is going to be a way for you to keep him around as you get older. Like I have Robin Williams and Aladdin. Like there's certain things, because I grew up with like Mork and Mindy and stuff. I don't have that. Boy, I do have Aladdin, and I'll watch the crap out of it. So she's gonna have this to go back to and keep that. And I think that's kind of a nice little treasure for the kids. Plus, in a way, he kind of looks like if you made Ozzy into a troll, he kind of looks like Ozzy. So it's really nice.
That's awesome.
Awesome. All right. So, Scott, you got anything?
Yeah. I mean, we were talking about how I watched Old Dogs, but I don't want to ruin your memory of Robin Williams right now. So
I've never seen it. So I mean, yeah, if it's gonna be like a fucked up one, that's gonna make me be like,
I won't talk. I won't talk about Old Dogs. Old Dogs, I'll say for is rotten.
Oh shit! Damn it!
I did just watch Bloodshot. Bloodshot was it was pretty cool. Like it wasn't great. It had like Verhoeven, like Paul Verhoeven-esque qualities about it, but it never really like went full RoboCop.
So it's not true to the comic. So it's not true to the comic.
I don't know, actually. I never read the comic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I know very little about it beyond like the concept.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, it was fun. There's a guy with like robot spider arms. That's cool. There's a girl who does like an underwater ballet. But yeah, I mean, it's fine.
All right.
I don't see them like really regretting putting it out on like on demand instead of in theaters.
Right. All right. I ain't got nothing. I already said what I was gonna say. Um. Let's go ahead and get to the night. Let's get to the part where we all love to go. We don't got no gifts because usually Zach does that. Let's go to Max Corner Neighbors. Hi neighbor, how you doing? So, welcome to Max Corner. And today in Max Corner, we're gonna get buck wows. Today we're gonna do some random shit. Yeah, here on the Mac Corner, we're gonna do a little segment I like to call random shit, where I'm just gonna talk about random shit. Basically, it's basically the little part of the corner where it's just like there's subjects, and just random shit. So today, seeing that I was doing this over with my nephew, I have literally gone over on how to kill different superheroes. So you can literally debate with me all you want of how do I kill these superheroes. So we're going to talk about 3 particular superheroes that I could possibly kill myself. Okay. And I'll tell you how I would kill them, and you will tell me how much bullshit I am in.
Like you personally?
Yeah, me personally, as a hitman.
Hey, Mac, you better be reaching for like some low-hanging fruit.
I am fucking Amanda. I am fucking
Are you going after like Matter Eater Lad?
No, I am taking Amanda Waller's spot. Fuck her. I am Mac Pull trained mercenary for whatever Amanda Waller was doing. Okay, whatever she was doing in Suicide Squad. Anyway, so let's start with the top dog, the man himself, the God that himself that Ryan loves. Fuck him, Superman. I'm gonna tell you.
I mean, I like Superman. I don't hate Superman like you do for some reason.
Yeah. So
yeah, Superman's pretty cool.
But he's a murderer. So look.
Every superhero's a murderer.
Not Batman.
You have to let that go. Batman kills people all the time.
The whole concept of what you're doing right now is about how you're gonna kill a dude.
Yeah.
Look, he destroyed a whole entire Metropolis is nuked, and he needs to pay for it, and he needs to die. So anyway, they send to me and they ask me, Mac, how do you kill Superman? First thing first, I need kryptonite, and I'm going to mold it into a bullet.
Wait. So, Mac, is the whole pitch that you are in the real world trying to kill this hero, or are you in his world? Because kryptonite is not a thing in our world.
I'm in his world.
Okay.
I am going to shoot him in the head. I'm going to get a gun out, and he's going to be cocky like usual.
Superman is not cocky. Superman is the opposite of cocky.
Superman is not. He's such a goody two-shoes. He would never be cocky. That's actually why I don't like Superman, is because he's such a goody.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm gonna tell you, Superman, I got this bullet with your name on it, and I heard, hey Superman, I heard you're bulletproof. Yeah, can I test this gun on you? Yeah.
Yeah, he wouldn't let you do that, man. He wouldn't let you do that.
Dude, Mac, you realize that like
where
he has super speed. Like
he's faster than a fucking bullet, Matt.
He's faster than your reaction.
Time out. We're talking
You're
about
reaching for the sun, man. You're Icarus, and you're flying to the sun.
Look, I will kill that fucker.
Batman would be so disappointed in your plan.
No,
it's so straightforward. Like,
look,
hey,
this is Batman. Look, I love Batman. Look, I love Batman. But Batman does not need to literally give 2 fucks of what I do, because Batman fucks up himself after how many times he got caught in Adam West.
I mean, you shoot Superman, Batman's probably gonna go after you.
Seriously, you're on Batman's shit list. You kill Superman. They're like this, man.
Me and Batman
Yeah,
probably gonna die.
nobody gets to take Superman out unless it's Bat. So
They have a running series together. That's been Batman and Superman. It's been going on for like 20 plus years.
Look, it's me. Look. I don't mind. I'm literally gonna say all I'm gonna say when I kill Superman with the bullet in my hand. I'll say, "This is for the greater good, Batman. This is for the greater good. You can take me in now. Take me in." Look, I believe Superman.
I think Batman's gonna straight up murder you.
Dude, Jean would be a hold of Mac so fast. But Batman has a fucking chance.
Mac, if you want to do a segment about
on him.
If you want to do a segment about superheroes you could kill, go for heroes within your range, man.
Yeah,
Right?
Say Daredevil. Bam! I got a gun. I pop the black asshole. I get somebody that you can actually kill.
No.
You're awesome. I love you for that. Oh my god.
Look. No. I think Daredevil is really quick, and it'll be tough for me to kill him.
You said you could shoot Superman, yet you don't think you can shoot Daredevil.
Superman has super speed.
Fuck his super speed. I just want to kill Superman, okay?
Look, if you want to kill
that.
Superman,
Like,
then why don't you just find a way to destroy the sun? Because he only gets his power because of the yellow sun.
Yeah, to kill Superman, you gotta destroy the sun, Matt.
Or find a more creative way to use kryptonite. You know, don't just be like, "Hey, Superman, can I shoot you?"
Yeah. Like, if you're gonna go the kryptonite route, fucking put kryptonite in his damn cereal or some shit.
Yeah.
Like, do kryptonite flakes.
No, I take that back. Hold on. I take that back. Here's my new plan. I'm gonna hold.
Don't you have 3 superheroes?
Yeah. Okay.
Let's go on to some heroes you could kill. Because I'm gonna downvote your ability to kill Superman.
Fuck y'all. I can kill him. Okay. All right.
Somebody sold you some fake kryptonite. I don't see it working.
Mac, who's your next hero? Because I want to see if you picked one you can actually kill.
Wait. Let me switch over because this is about to die. Let me come right back.
Okay, go ahead.
I want to hear this. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. Here's the link. Let's see if this works. Okay, I'm gonna leave. I'll be right back.
All right.
Oh crap! I can't. This is not my palette. There we go.
While she's waiting, I'm waiting. I will be right back, people. I'm gonna get y'all keep them occupied till then because I gotta get.
We can talk.
I'll keep some water. I'm gonna get me something real fast.
Cool.
I like Birds of Prey, man.
I don't understand this shit. Yeah, so this is the Birds of Prey talk time between Scott and myself.
Yeah.
Because we have 2 people who didn't like Birds of Prey, and I just don't. At least with Pirata, it makes sense that if you're a Birds of Prey fan, I could see the departure from what they are and the fact that they play second fiddle to Harley. I could get that. But I dig the movie. I love the action, and I love the humor. Like, I think that's part of the charm of it. And gotta give Harley Quinn credit. She made me love a sandwich. I love that fucking sandwich.
Ewan McGregor was awesome in it.
Yes. I didn't like my only complaint. I wish they didn't kill him off. I didn't really care.
Yeah.
I wish they didn't kill him off because I would love to see Ewan McGregor and Batman at some point like go head to head.
Okay.
But now that's not gonna happen.
Exactly. Yeah.
So all right, you guys are back. Cool. We were just talking Birds of Prey, but let's get on to Mac's second pick.
Okay. Wonder Woman.
Who the fuck?
Oh my God, you're dead.
Are you kidding me?
Mac, who hurt you, Mac?
No. Look. All I gotta do is find a way. Look. In this world, Greek mythology resists. So all I gotta technically do is just talk to Zeus.
Just talk to Zeus? That's your plan?
Yeah, my plan is to talk to Zeus.
What's Zeus gonna do? Didn't she like kill the god of
Zeus
death
digs
or
her.
or whatever?
Zeus likes her, man.
Look, I can.
Why would
I
Zeus be on your side?
Why do you want to kill like awesome?
You're picking. You're reaching way too high. This would be like me saying I'm gonna go on a date with freaking Margot Robbie. That's not gonna happen. You gotta reach for heroes that are killable.
Okay, fine then. Okay, fine then.
Dr. Manhattan.
Yeah, number 3 is gonna be Dr. Manhattan, and
Yeah, you know what? It's Dr. Manhattan. No, I'm just playing. It ain't Dr. Manhattan. I can't kill that fuck.
You can kill Superman and Wonder Woman?
No, Dr. Manhattan just grow big and stomp on me.
That's like one of the million things he could do to you.
Yeah.
Like, oh Lord, Mac, I'm impressed. Who's
3? Who's number
who's
3?
3? And then we'll go back to Wonder Woman and hear your story.
Rorschach.
Rorschach?
Mhm.
That's the most
You
realistic
picked the one that you could actually kill. Good job.
That one's actually kind of realistic. 'cause you're both-
I mean,
Would beat the shit out of me, but I could kill him.
yeah, he's got the crazy factor on you.
Yeah, yeah. I
I mean,
just literally.
he's not impervious to bullets, so yes, you could kill him.
Yeah, yeah.
You can kill him with a kryptonite bullet since it won't work on Superman.
Well, I stand by what I said. I can fucking kill all these people. They will all be dead by my hand.
Mac, you're coming across as the fan who thinks they can do the movie better than a director.
I can kill them. Fuck Zack Snyder. I can kill Superman better than him. Sorry. Real stuff is coming out. You got Matt?
What?
Ryan just got quiet when I said that.
No, I was just looking for something.
I was saying, fuck Zack Snyder. I can kill Superman better than him.
Well, I don't know about that. Schneider kind of pissed all over Superman and just had fun with it.
Yeah, Batman v Superman sucked ass, and Justice League. Why you brought back Superman? Sorry, real stuff coming out.
I'm looking forward to the Snyder Cut. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, whenever that happens.
No, that will never happen. Real talk. I think I really do believe I could kill these people. I could find some way. I could mysteriously find a way to kill them.
You really think you could kill Superman and Wonder Woman? Oh my god!
I believe it. Look. All I'm gonna do is just go to Batman. I said, look. I'm in a win-win situation with Batman or Superman. I will prove that Superman is a fucking murderer if he kills me. And
Batman was a murderer before Superman ever killed a person, though.
Mac, there are very few superheroes you can point to and say they aren't murderers. That's kind of like the thing fans like.
I'm sick and tired of Look, I'm sick and tired. Look, I know Batman's a murderer. That's what I like about Batman. He admits his shit. But Superman never owns up to this shit. He's a fucking murderer, and he should be held prisoner for this shit.
Like the whole issue where Superman got all super butthurt because he'd accidentally killed the guy and didn't want to, and was basically forced in the situation. I kind of recall that, and I mean, I hate Superman. But I'm pretty certain I read a comic in my comic book store where I work, and pretty certain Superman like disappeared for a while because he got basically overwhelmed with grief and guilt for killing the guy. Pretty certain that happened, and I wish Zach was here to fact check this because I would, but my computer just died because my cat's a jerk.
Well, Zach is not here, so.
Hold up. In fact, you know what? I can Google on my cell phone.
Ah, damn it. Look, is it wrong for me to want to just see Superman die for a while? I'm sorry.
Yes!
He has died!
Superman is literally a hero!
Also,
He's not a bad
He is
person.
not a hero! He is not a hero! He killed people! He deserves to die!
Who did he
Who's your
kill?
favorite superhero?
I'm just so
Killed half of
curious.
Zach, who is
Metropolis!
your favorite superhero?
Batman!
Batman, and literally the Batman v Superman, he killed so many people.
But he owned up to it.
He didn't own up to. Oh my god.
It's okay to kill as long as you admit it.
Yes.
That's not.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He hates Superman because he in his
First
mind
off,
Superman
Superman
is
only has 15
hypocrite.
kills, so Batman's like 400 and something.
Okay,
Second
look.
off, everyone that Batman has killed, or sorry, not Batman that has killed, but that Superman has killed has been a legitimate enemy, not just some random ass pedestrian on the street. Like,
Okay,
someone-
hold on.
Like Batman's beating up.
villain.
Batman is a billionaire who beats up poor people. Like seriously.
Let me
He's just
defend-
advocating for poor villains need someone to avenge them.
Listen, I'm going to fucking defend Batman real quick, okay?
He would
Okay,
straight up
guys?
murder you if you went after Superman.
I'm going to fucking defend. Shut up. Let me defend Batman for a minute.
We're not attacking
I
Batman.
don't think anybody needs to defend Batman at this point.
Them people should have got the fuck out the way. That's how I got to Move the fuck out the way. You see the Batmobile, you move out the way. That's where there was time to take a damn picture. Get out the way. You see the Batmobile. That's all I had to say about Batman.
Batman's like the most popular character in all of comic book medium. He doesn't need anyone to defend him. He is so popular. It is insane. Batman's popularity has ruined filmmaking to a degree because an entire a studio is dedicated to making sure Batman has a movie every 5 years. Those are resources.
Not only that, they're turning other movies into Batman. The newest Robin Hood was just Batman.
Look. I'm going to end it right here because I know that all of y'all are pro Superman. So this is what I had to say.
I'm pro all
I'm not pro
superheroes.
Superman. How many times tonight have I said I hate Superman? Because I do.
Okay. I just want to say this one thing, and then I'm going to end Mac's corner. Okay. All right. Y'all get close to the screen. I'm gonna tell you what I feel about it, okay? Fuck Superman. Okay.
That's fine. You don't like Superman. No biggie.
Very obvious.
I agree with you. I hate him, but I wouldn't kill him.
I want him to go away to another world for a little bit.
He does often.
Dude, he has died already, like once.
Superman's death is one of the most iconic moments in comic book history, and then Zack Snyder pissed all over it when he made the movie.
I'm not gonna lie.
It was such a big issue that they literally put it in a black bag with the red S logo, and you got your little sweatband wristband with it and everything. Like,
is it wrong for me to literally?
About it on the news.
Guys, is it wrong for me to literally just took the shot in celebrating Superman's death in Batman v Superman? I'm just being honest.
It's fine. There's not a single.
Batman would be a horrible Superman.
Like, there's not a single heroic character I legitimately hate. Like, you hate Superman.
Oh no, I can't.
Like, there's the only character I think I would enjoy dying as much as you enjoy Superman's death is Mineta from My Hero. That's because he's a bad trope. Like, so I can't think of a single heroic character I would want to see die as much as
all those new Marvel characters that they just put out.
Well, that's because that's a travesty of design.
I'll piss you all off because I also really hate and would revel in the death of Spider-Man.
Well, see, you're never gonna get me on board with that, girl. That's on y'all.
You guys are crazy.
But I don't like the goody two-shoe characters. Like, I like the smart ass.
Which Spider-Man though?
Yeah, she likes antagonists. I get it. She likes antagonists. She likes the spectrum of the hero who pushes the line. Like, I get it.
Yes. I like the more realistic, like what people are actually like.
There are goody two-shoes out there, though. That's the thing. They're
all reflective of somebody. That's why they work.
I want the chaotic good character. I don't want the true good, the lawful good character. That is so boring. Those don't make good stories.
There are good lawful good characters. I'm just not going. I'm not in the position to. I don't have my list up. Like,
there are good Batman stories. There are terrible Batman stories. There are good stories. There are terrible stories. There are good Superman stories.
Like, when you have such a pure character that's so good of heart and so perfect, like, okay, you know what? As much as the Bible's like the #1 selling book in the world, it is not a good comic book.
We're not comparing comic books to the Bible. Nobody's trying to be Jesus in any of these.
This is good.
I know, because I worked in a comic book store for over 3 years. Warren Ellis, that's my uncle.
All right, guys, I think it's time to end Mac's corner.
Yeah, Mac. So we'll give you Rorschach. We'll give you Rorschach.
Okay, I'll take
it. Under the right circumstances.
Look at his shirt, guys. He was prepared for this tonight. Look at his shirt.
Mm-hmm.
No, I was prepared for it. Thank you. Best superhero ever. Best superhero.
My favorite DC character, yes, is Batman.
Yeah, Batman.
Yeah, Batman's fine. I think Batman gets a little too much attention, but
I mean, I just like the
there
fact
are other great characters in the DCU that I feel like deserve great recognition, almost as much as Batman gets. But
I think Martian
I love
Manhunter not getting more screen time is a tragedy.
Agreed.
Martian
Well,
Manhunter, I think, is the most interesting character DC's ever made, and they shaft
I
him
love
all
Green
the time.
Arrow.
Dick Grayson's one of my favorite characters.
I
Yeah,
love
see.
Green Arrow. I love
Green Arrow's a great character too. He's like
I
a
like
liberal
Oliver
Batman.
Queen, yeah, but I really do love John Johns. I love his sense of humanity, and I love how he like toils with all that and the internal struggle. Like, it's so gripping.
What makes John Jones great is the fact that he grew up with other Martians. He had the Mars to remember. Whereas Superman, it's only humanity he's been around. So when people try to talk about, well, Superman chooses to be the best of humanity, he grew up with humans. John Jones isn't human, but he recognizes the goodness in people despite knowing that he could have had a Martian society. That's why I like him as a character.
He's just but you like when they play up, especially when Justice League was airing, how they would play up and really showcase his struggle with like the negative side of humanity as well.
Yeah.
And how it hurt him, and he would have to separate himself because he was just like an empath, and he was just emotionally sucking all that in, and it was hurting him. And I felt in a way that made him more human than the average human. And it was really beautiful. And that's a character. That's why when they made the Justice League movie and they instead put in Cyborg and who didn't even found the fucking Justice League. Oh my God. Head exploding. I refused to watch that piece of trash because I'm like, if you don't have Martian Manhunter there when he was a founding member and you put in Cyborg, who wasn't even a founding member, he was like a D-list character for the Justice League. I
like Cyborg. He got fucked over in that movie.
For the Justice League founding,
he should have stayed with Teen Titans because he's best with Teen Titans. That's how I've always felt. But yeah. Mac, what's next?
Next, we're gonna talk about we would do Zach's corner right now, but he's not here. But right now we're gonna talk about before we get to our big presentation. We want to talk about what's next in the game fixers. Right now, next Monday, we have a gamer grudge. It's going to be between me and Eric, 1-on-1. Mac v. Eric, 3. This is the third time me and Eric gone at it. Once again, I will retaliate that Eric has never beaten me. Never, ever.
Not once?
Not once. He have not beaten me.
How many times have you guys gone to PvP?
Never. I went to PvP. I'm the one that always went to PvP before Eric. I went to PvP. Eric has always went. Me and Eric went to a tiebreaker. I won the tiebreaker, which is why we got the why we now have the T-shirt and the meme gold rings, because he got mad because I literally said bronze rings and I thought it was Sonic and it's gold rings, and he looked it up. # gold rings. I got cheated. And in the next fight, I just blew him out the water because I knew the answer to everything, and I got beaten that round by Tom. And this is the third time we're going to be fighting. And yep, Eric literally made it common that I don't want to fight Mac anymore after those 2 rounds, and now we're here again.
Oh my gosh, this will be a good grudge.
This is the epic one. So this is literally something that. Will Eric beat me, or will I finally redeem myself and finally get my first win in a while? You never know. We'll see. Probably not going to win because, reasons. But we got that coming up. We got the championship fight coming up. Ryan is going to be in the championship fight.
Mac, I'm curious. You don't have to tell my answers. Did I get all 3 of my picks? Like, am I able to keep those, or do I need to change it up?
I think you can keep those, yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah. I'm going to whoop their ass then. Yeah.
I like that. That enthusiasm is the type of stuff I love to see.
Well, I was like, I was really excited for like all 3 of my answers that I sent to Mac because...
Yeah, you were actually the first one to give me your answers.
I almost went for like the same character for like 2 of the questions are character related, and I almost just went with the same character for both because I'm like, well, this is a good pick, but I'm like, no, let's have fun with it. And then
I can't wait for you to pitch the 4th question, which is going to be awesome.
Yeah, that's the last thing I got to work on, and I got to try to, I got to write that one out and try to
Yeah,
put some time into it. And
me, Angie, and Zach in the game. That's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
It's because if you want to know what the questions are, they're already up. You can go see them. It's in the link description below. So go there. If you want to know what the questions are, we're actually going to ask what character can kill Superman. So that's going to be a fun question too. So huh?
Not Mac. Mac did not kill
It
him.
will be Mac. Mac is one of the answers. I'm sorry. I got a little angry. We got that. GF1 will come back next month. GF15 will be next month, and GF1 Sports will be up next month on the first week, the first Thursday.
You guys gonna talk the draft results?
You're damn right. We're gonna talk about the draft results and
because there's nothing else in sports right now. Nothing else, and it's miserable.
It's miserable. You're damn right. But Ryan,
miss baseball.
I do too.
Sports entertainment. You can talk about WWE.
No, we definitely.
It's got to be so. I bet it's so weird that they're still doing it without a crowd because WWE always works better with a crowd.
Yeah. I actually covered in sports last time why it's so imperative that they have the crowd.
Right. Go watch that episode. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I ranted hard because like I hadn't really watched wrestling. So I used to do professional wrestling. So
it's a stage show, so you need the crowd to interact with.
Right.
It's
like stand up comedy.
I won't say kayfabe, but let me just say because of kayfabe, they need the crowd. It is, and oh my god, the women's match that I watched, it was so awful that they need to spend more time with their trainers training in the damn ring because they can't even execute the moves correctly. I'm like, are you kidding me? This is some basic, what we call working the Christmas tree type work. And you can't even execute these most simple moves. How are you supposed to do something that's more complex? Like, so yeah, go check that one. There was a nice little rant I did on that because I was very upfront and frustrated because, you know, I used to be a fan and then I got into wrestling. So, you know, I've seen both sides, and to have that and then to go back and watch it without the audience, yeah, it is weird for the viewer, but even more so when you're really watching the match and it's abysmal. And they don't have that drive and energy like when the crowd pops. They don't get that extra burst. They're just nothing. It's very tiring to watch.
Right. And also let's see, we got GF1 Sports will be on there. I'll try to get Ryan on an episode of that. He might want to get his perspective from the Cincinnati Bengals and that sad franchise. Like I said, the season finale of Gamer Grudge coming on. And also it's summertime, guys. Summertime. It's time for me to start doing some gaming streams. So starting at the end of May, towards the end of May, I will start back doing my summer streaming. I will start a schedule for my summer streaming program where I will start streaming some games. I'll probably stream with Pirate. I might stream with Angie. We are planning on doing some Mario Party.
I can't wait.
Mario Party. You're planning on doing Monopoly. I talked to Angie. We're talking about doing Monopoly on Switch. We're talking about doing I'm going to be streaming. I'm going to try to finish up streaming The Last of Us, which is funny because we're in a pandemic. And I'll try to find another obscure SNES game or old classic game for my classic games. We'll try to find something off of that, and I'll try to stream that also. But guys, it's gonna be a fun summer, so get ready. This summer we're gradually trying to get back to normal. We're gonna. This is something we can do to get what we're gonna do. All right, but with that said, that's what we're doing in GF1. This is what we're doing in the GF1 studios. The Gamer Grudge Studios, aka Gamer Grudge 1 Studios. Game Fixers 1 Studios, not Gamer Grudge. Game Fixers 1 Studios. That's GF1. Game Fixers 1 Studios. So that's what we're doing. And so here we go. So let's go ahead and get to the last and final subject, which everybody want to get on. What happens if Final Fantasies did not exist? So guys, if you know, we ran a poll. We did what if Doom didn't exist? We did what if Metal Gear Solid did not exist, and I did what if Final Fantasy 1 did not exist. We're actually saying what if Final Fantasy 1 didn't do well and we didn't get to through all the rest of them. So who wants to start? Pyro, do you want to start? Oh, Ryan want to start. Ryan, go ahead.
Yeah. So in this scenario of mine, I think it's fair to say, like, I had to do some research into Square Studio. Without Final Fantasy blowing up and taking over as it did, I don't think Square survives.
Okay.
I think Square folds, and this is my big shocker. Square, let's just assume Final Fantasy 1, it's still a game that people like think is good, but it doesn't get the sales. So without that, like, Final Fantasy was like their last ditch hurrah to try to get a big release for Square Studios. So the director of Final Fantasy, the guy who led the game, I'm gonna butcher this, Honobi Shagaguchi. It's spelled Gucci at the end of it, so it's probably incorrect. He loses his job, and what does he do? He gets a job at Game Freak as an assistant working on the Pokemon franchise.
Ah, shit.
And this is where the timeline, even though we don't get Final Fantasy, it gets better. We get good Pokemon in the sense of it's actually like the rest of the gaming industry. With each new installment, it improves and it doesn't take away improvements. So by this point, it's 2020. There's no Final Fantasy, but Pokemon is like, they have different modes. So if you still want a mode that's easy for kids to play, that's fine. But if you're like me, there's an expert mode where the game's not a cakewalk, where there's like the game design is better. Like, because he has taken control. He worked his way up at Game Freak, and he is the man. He has saved Pokemon at the sacrifice of Final Fantasy. The JRPG doesn't ever really export to the US, unfortunately. So it stays a mainstream within Japan, but it never gets exported because Final Fantasy was my exposure, and I believe most Americans' exposure to the JRPG. Right. So without Final Fantasy, there's no Square Enix. Game Freak hires a competent guy to eventually take over the studios, take over Pokemon, and the Pokemon's better without Final Fantasy. It sucks, but yeah.
Okay, that's a good one. Anybody else? You want me to go, or Barbara, do you want to go, or?
I mean, I'll go. I was kind of down on this one. So, I mean, in a world without Final Fantasy, Square may have failed, or depending upon how soon they let some of their other writers go to like create content sooner, we may have not had it to where it was completely a tie off of, yet similar yet different. But I think everybody, instead of being like the Final Fantasy freaks that they are, everybody would have just been fapping over Secret of Mana instead. I feel that it actually would have made it an even better game than trying to use it as a branch off of the Final Fantasy series. Because, if one was the end of it, say it failed, it was just abysmal in sales and no one liked it, it was atrocious. I think it would have, in a way, gave Secret of Mana even a better chance, because, and there are people out there, keep in mind, that do to this day contend that Secret of Mana is better than Final Fantasy. That's an opinion. It's not my opinion. I actually don't play those two particular games, but I have friends that play them, diehard, love them, and some of them absolutely just contend that it's a better game than Final Fantasy. Now, Final Fantasy has great story writing, as does Secret of Mana. However, unlike Final Fantasy, Secret of Mana, it has hand-drawn backgrounds in animation. Whereas in Final Fantasy, it's actually not. It's CGI'd in. Whereas, you get the nice cleanliness and more finite details in the hand-drawn world. So it's better visually in aesthetics. It's prettier. So imagine if they weren't dumping all the money into Final Fantasy and Square was able to focus even more on to the Secret of Mana as their large name-carrying franchise. The graphics would have been far superior to what they were, and they were not trash. They were actually really good. Let me get the guy's name because I'm also gonna butcher it, but One, I just don't speak that language, and two, I'm dyslexic. But the writer, hold up, did I not write? Oh yeah, I did. Hiromochi Tanaka. He still had that independent story, which while they were marketing it originally as like a split off of Final Fantasy, which I think it was called Final Fantasy Adventure originally, this kind of ended up being like the sequel to that. But Secret of Mana, it's, you know, it was intentionally marketed separately from Final Fantasy for a reason as Secret of Mana when they made that, even though it was kind of the sequel in Japan. So imagine where Final Fantasy didn't exist and it didn't have to be marketed based off of that. What would that have been like? What would the fan response been? Could that have been the thing that made Square Software really blow up? I think without Final Fantasy, that would have actually been something that would have. But also, if Final Fantasy had not been the success it was, would Chrono Trigger even exist at all? Which was a phenomenal game, and so many people loved it. I mean, can you really imagine a world without that one? Like, you may not have liked or played Final Fantasy, but you may have actually loved Chrono Trigger and played the crap out of it. And to not have that in your world, I mean, I think that would actually suck. I'm myself not a fan of Final Fantasy, but it was just, I don't like turn-based. Now it's not a turn-based game, but for me, it's too late. I want to know all the background. I'm not playing 14, 15 games.
Yeah, that's pretty much
it. See, but that's where I'm going. You know, Chrono Trigger is a fun game. And to think that I could live in a world where I didn't get to play that would actually really suck for me. That hurts. That's a classic to me in my eyes. So if we didn't have it, you know, we wouldn't have that kind of staple game. And so many people love the Secret of Mana. So not having that also would probably hurt a lot of people if they just folded instead of letting the writers go out. Because I did it in the whole like, well, what if they allowed him to go out and put a story out there? If they didn't and they just folded as a company entirely, all of those may be gone and lost. And that's a lot of stories that people thoroughly enjoyed. I mean, there was so much fan-based art and fan-based stories based on those games alone. To lose that in a way, I feel hurts the gaming community. So it would definitely be an interesting world without it. Would it be a better world? No.
Right. Scott, you want me to go?
Yeah, I don't really have much on Final Fantasy.
All right, gotcha. Look, I like both y'all scenarios. I'm gonna take both y'all scenarios because virtually that's what I thought of. Look, I think without Final Fantasies, I think some of the creators will still find a way to. I do agree with you, Pyretta. I think Secret of Mana will find a way to get better, and I think they'll put all their talents in the Secret of Mana, and maybe we'll get a sequel to Secret of Mana because I think without Final Fantasies, I think they wouldn't focus on the sequel, and they will focus probably on the sequel to Secret of Mana. And I think that we will get more sequels towards that. I also think that in this, I think there is. I know it sucks to have not have. I disagree with you, Pirate. It would suck to not have Final Fantasy and whatnot to have Chrono Trigger, but the problem is, I think Final Fantasy and Chrono Trigger, there are other good games out there. I think without Final Fantasies, I think it would literally go into the world of more a lot more RPGs out there that are really good. I mean, the Wild Arms series is a very damn good series, and it's very damn good. I love it. I mean, there's a lot like Wild Arms and Legend of the Dragoon. Speaking of Legend of the Dragoon, I think like I said, that's a good series that made a good game. Legend of the Dragoon is a very good one. If you have not played Legend of the Dragoon, go play it. But speaking on that, I think there's a series that is just like that the creator of Final Fantasies that can work, they can get attached to by another company. I believe if Final Fantasies fail, he would take his creativity to another company that's in need of RPG excellence, and I think that would be Nintendo. I think Nintendo will pick his ass right up and literally get him to make some RPGs. And look. I mean, no offense, if Nintendo could go back in time and snatch up, if Nintendo could go back in time, and if this guy literally just sucks at Final Fantasies, Nintendo would swipe him right up because Nintendo would have somebody that can literally make RPG games, and I think that's the thing.
Nintendo had RPG games though.
Yeah, they do, but I think they need at the time they didn't have. This is the time before Fire Emblem and all those games.
Because I'm thinking of like Dragon Warrior.
Dragon Warrior really wasn't that good. It wasn't.
Oh my god, it was amazing! I still own it.
It wasn't on par with Final Fantasies though.
I think that's where Final Fantasy got its turn-based system, but it was and the top view over.
Right, but they would love to get the hands on the creator of the story of Final Fantasies. Literally putting him. I think Dragon Warrior would, like for example, Dragon Warrior would go beyond what it is if they had him. So that's what I'm saying. He would literally.
Yeah, that's a series. Now that's a series that they let die too quickly, and if they'd had some of the writers like.
They had the creator of Final Fantasy.
They probably would have done so much better.
Right. I think if they had. I think if they had the creator of Final Fantasies get a team together and try to work on Dragon Warrior, we probably seeing Dragon Warrior to this day. That's what I'm saying. So I'm thinking Nintendo would pick him up and literally make him do some like, hey, here you go, make some game. Hell, he might even surpass Miyamoto. Miyamoto would hate that because Miyamoto like, fuck, there's a guy that's topping me. So that's what I say. What do you think? So Scott, you don't got nothing?
No, not really. Sorry.
Well, which one do you think is? Which one of these you think is more interesting?
I mean, I thought Ryan's was pretty interesting. Seeing like Pokemon. Possibly
like, in both of their scenarios, they make it seem like Square's able to survive. I don't think so. Like a studio can't keep making games and not getting hits before they fold, and that's the problem that Square doesn't get. Now, I think Chrono Trigger would still get made because I think Toriyama would have just went to somebody else to do it.
Right.
Like I think without Square, you still can have Chrono Trigger. So
I think you could still have the Secret of Mana too, since it was a completely independent story that he'd been sitting on. It was just, oh my god.
So that I'm trying to find
really crazy. So if I disappear, it's not my fault. It's the weather.
That's fine. No, Secret of Mana was. I think it does less sales if it doesn't get marketed to the Final Fantasy point. Like, there's a reason they market the way they did in the West was to try to get people interested.
It wasn't that I did research on. It was not marketed as a Final Fantasy title here in the West.
It says released in North America as Final Fantasy Adventure. That's what I'm confused about.
That was the first one. Secret of Mana was actually Secret of Mana. It was the sequel of Final Fantasy Adventure.
Oh,
okay. But I don't know a lot about Secret of Mana.
Characters, it didn't have the same storyline, the plot, none of that.
Final Fantasy never has the same characters unless it's 13 or oh god, I don't want to.
We're not. Well, I mean, we're not here to argue. We're just here to like give a what if scenario.
I just think like there's like I didn't go in depth into every creative mind at Square, but like
oh yeah, there's some.
I think if Final Fantasy fails and Square dissolves, a lot of creative minds get hired, and I think some of your favorite games get improved is what I'm saying, because those people are there to help improve things. And maybe Chrono Trigger, instead of, because Chrono Trigger launched on the Nintendo, like maybe it's a PlayStation exclusive where Toriyama doesn't have that relationship with Square's not there. So Toriyama's like, well, Sony's making a PlayStation. Let's do Chrono Trigger on that. Like, there's so many, like Final Fantasy is a big franchise.
Right.
Like we're not even talking about the fact that a bunch of movies don't happen either. And we avoid the garbage train wreck that was that Final Fantasy.
What that movie? It's not, we don't.
The Spirits Within.
No!
Yeah. That garbage of a flick that. Oh, so angry.
That movie was terrible. So all in all, I think we came up with some good scenarios. I think some of these we disagree with possible. So we'll leave it to the audience too. So audience, what do you think would happen with Final Fantasies? Do you agree with me, Ryan, or Pyetta telling us what would happen? And if you agree, let us know. I thought we came up with some good scenarios. I think these are some great scenarios. And if you want to, go ahead and tell yourself. Go in the comments below and tell us what is your scenario. Which one would why if Final Fantasies didn't exist, what would happen? What would the world be like? I think the world would be fine, but also I think you know think there would be others doing various projects, and Ryan thinks Pokemon would be even better. And
that's just my dream scenario where
right.
he gets hired at Game Freak, and instead of Masuda taking over, the guy who directed a ton of Final Fantasy games becomes the director, and like he gets to right the ship and make sure Pokemon doesn't evolve into what it is now, which will be another discussion for a different day, because I could talk about that for hours.
Right. All right. Well, seeing that we're hoping seeing that Pyetta don't have much time, people, we're gonna seeing Scott don't have nothing, we're gonna skip over to Pyretta's segment, which is Mary Fuck Kill.
Oh,
Right.
it's this time. I promise it's not Pokemon.
Yes.
Is it superheroes that Mac wants to kill?
Yes.
No, it's not actually. When I do these, I keep everything within the gaming realm.
Okay.
Maybe sometime if we do like a different edition, I might change it based on the theme. But for this one, you guys are all gonna be happy because I could have went with the sexiest male characters, but that kind of would suck. So this time, I do have it for a later one, but I do have choices of Marry, Fuck, Kill for what I feel are some of the sexiest female characters in video games. Okay.
Right.
So our first round, and whoever wants to answer first is fine. But the first round, I have 2 rounds. The first round, it's the same group, and second round will be the same group. So I've got basically 6 characters to choose from. You have to tell me who you're gonna marry, who you're gonna fuck, and who you're gonna kill. Okay. Right. And these are hard ones, okay? Because you're gonna feel torn. At least that's the goal. All right. So with it. So for round 1, Marry, Fuck, Kill. Tina Lockhart from Final Fantasy VII. Laura Croft, Tomb Raider, obviously. And Bayonetta, obviously, from Bayonetta.
Having me pick a bunch of brunettes. I'm going to kill Bayonetta because that woman's going to kill me if I don't. Like, Bayonetta's going to kill me. I'll marry Laura Croft for that Croft money. And then I'll give Tifa a bit of the stabbing because Tifa looks like she's down to go. So yeah.
Look. I'm different from you. I'm gonna fuck Bayonetta. I'm gonna fuck the shit out of Bayonetta.
She's gonna kill you, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be a glorious death. I'm going to marry Tifa because Tifa's nice and she's hot. And some reason, I'm sorry, Laura, you're just not gonna be around for me, so I just might as well kill you and collect the money.
She's of no use to you. Give her life insurance.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna marry Tifa. I'm gonna kill Bayonetta.
Why?
Bayonetta's dangerous, guys. That woman is not.
But those hair, it's okay.
Hey, as someone who advocated for kissing the Lady Goro under the mistletoe.
Which is out, people. Go watch it.
Good episode.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And I'm gonna fuck Lara Croft.
Lara Croft.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. All right.
Because the 12-year-old in me would be very happy about that.
Yeah. Especially if it's Jolie back in the day.
Yeah, but
right.
Square tits though. I'm just saying.
Okay, so now for the second round, it's the final round because I do 2. I've got, and this one's, I don't know if I would say this one's any harder or a little bit easier. So first, another Final Fantasy character, Final Fantasy 15, I believe, Cinder Aurum.
Okay.
Samus Aran, Metroid, obviously.
Damn it.
And Triss Marigold from The Witcher. So who would you marry, fuck, and kill out of that group?
I'm
Go.
checking Final Fantasy 15 right now because I'm. So what was
Oh,
her
you
name?
look her up. She's smoking hot.
What's her
I'm not
name?
gonna lie. It is Cinder Aurum. A-U-R-U-M.
Yeah, Cinder's getting that. Cinder's getting that for sure.
How you spell it?
She
Cinder is C-I-N-D-E-R, and then Aurum is A-U-R-U-M. And for the
yeah,
hardcore
she's
fanboys,
catching
if I
it.
pronounced any of the names, I swear I really am dyslexic. I did not mean to butcher a name. And honestly, my phone autocorrected Tifa to Tina, so sorry because I just started reading it off, and I was like, "Oh, that ain't right." Oops.
Yeah, no, Cinder. I'm giving Cinder a piece of the D for sure. I will. Oh Christ.
Well, hold on. How you spell Arum? Was it
A-U-R-U-M.
Yeah.
A-U?
Trust me, Mac. Just type in Final Fantasy 15 girl. She comes up.
I just literally typed in like what I did was I
Oh
went
shit!
character
Oh,
and just scrolled.
yeah. Oh, damn.
Yeah, man.
Damn.
And then The Witcher. Wait, shit. Who is? All right, now I gotta look.
Triss Marigold, and then also don't forget Samus Aram from Metroid.
I'll marry Samus, and then I guess because I have to, the girl from The Witcher dies. But that's just,
okay. Trish, how you spell it?
Yeah, I'm gonna side with Ryan. I have the exact same answers as Ryan.
What is it, Trish? What?
Triss, T-R-I-S-S,
All right.
and then Marigold, M-E-R-I-G-O-L-D.
G-R-M-O-D.
that's tough. But yeah, I'm happy with my decision. Samus holds a special place. So
Right.
Okay. All right. This is easy. So yeah, this is super easy now that I looked it up. Look. So. Okay, King Killer said, "Do you like MK Ultra?" Yeah.
Yeah, I had to plug the pictures in, but considering my cat was so lovely and kind to me to chew up the new computer's charging cable, my computer died before I could plug the pictures in for you guys. But trust me, I've even picked out the smoking hot pictures.
So I'm last. Look. Damn it. Look. For me.
Wait, start with who are you going to kill?
do you like redheads, Mac? That's the question. Because if you like redheads, then you know your answer.
Look.
I tried to not make it too easy. I mean, I wanted to pick like characters.
Samus is not a redhead. She's blonde.
Yeah.
The Witcher girl I pulled up had red hair, but
yeah.
Look. I'm definitely going to have to, as much as I'm gonna have to kill Samus. And here's the reason. I am cold. Look. Samus is good, but she's not around.
She's a murderer.
There we go too. Yeah, she is. Yeah, thank you for bringing it up, Scott. Damn it, Scott! Why you gotta go better jokes? Fuck. So it gotta be Samus. Damn it. This is tough. I'm definitely gonna. Fuck. Damn it.
Just say it. She could be the unanimous one that we all said we would fuck, man.
I just want to say the Final Fantasy girl. She got curves for days.
She's she's what I think of when I think of fan service in video games now.
Yeah.
She is the epitome of it.
Yeah, she's the one that I'm like, okay, yeah, we're definitely fucking you. And Marigold's cool. She seems like she stays around. She'll stick around and take care of me. So yeah, here we go.
All right. So that's it. That's all I had because I only did the 2 rounds.
All right. So I got one. And it's all dudes.
Jack, you suck.
I might need pictures. Hold up.
No, it's simple. So marry, fuck, kill. 0.
No. I'm not doing this for real people. I'm not doing this for real people. That's mean.
0, Mega Man X, and
wait.
And No, sorry, not Dr. Wily. Fuck. Sorry, Zero. Nope. And no, what? No. Let's go with the girls. I'm sorry. Iris, Alita, and Lair.
Hold on. Send me
I don't know who the fuck those people are.
Yeah,
Like Alita Battle Angel?
No, Alita from Mega Man X, Lair from Mega Man X, and
is Iris from Pokemon?
No, Iris is Mega Man X4.
Okay, hold on.
Wow.
So Iris.
That is not helpful. Google did not have any female characters at all when I typed in Mega Man characters.
Mega Man
Okay,
X.
Look, this is.
I've got a bunch of pictures of Alita Battle Angel looking like Mega Man.
Oh fuck! I can't. Hold on. Let me turn off my background.
Aaliyah. Okay, so we got one. She's a blonde who looks like she's a sport character. I'll marry her.
So Aaliyah's from Mega Man also?
Yeah, they're all Mega Man X characters. Mac, why didn't you pick Cinnamon? She looks like a helper. But
who was the third one? I got Aaliyah and Iris.
Lair.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's see. We're almost at the eyes. Oh, all right. So I'll marry Aaliyah because she looks like she'll take care of me. I will kill Iris because there's so many brunettes now. I'm fine. I don't need brunettes anymore. And then I'll give Lair a stabbing because Lair has purple hair, and that sounds like a good time. Girl, you know, a girl who dyes her hair purple is down to get weird.
Like, what?
I've had purple hair before.
It didn't say a damn thing.
It's just like, what? Wait,
I'm a mother now. I'm not commenting on this.
Yeah, I'm a mommy. I can't. I mean, granted, you weren't here when they gave me like the options of all these other Pokemon, and one of them was Manchoke, and I was like, oh, I'd fuck him because he'd pull my hair. I won with that.
Yeah.
My daughter was asleep by then, so.
Oh
I have
shit!
to put her to bed before I do these because she's not allowed to be on YouTube and she's not allowed to look up mommy. No, I can't. I don't want to ruin her innocence. Like when she's 40, maybe.
This is making me think of that joke. I saw like somebody made a meme of it when it's career day and your mom comes with a webcam.
Oh no! I hadn't seen that. That's messed up.
It killed me because it's like that meme of a kid who's crying at a desk. And it's like when it's career day and your mom walks in with a webcam and lingerie. It's like,
oh shit!
Oh my god, that's messed up.
All right, so I guess Scott is like done. He's like, nope, I'm not doing this.
Oh, I'll do it.
I'll answer. Yeah, I'll give an answer.
Go ahead.
All right, I'll marry Iris. I will fuck Lair, and Aaliyah. I guess I'll kill. Because she just seems like the most, like the out of the three, she seems the most who would like murder me.
That's a legitimate answer. I mean, if your concern is that your significant other might murk your ass, I mean.
That's literally why I had to kill Bayonetta. She seems like the type that would screw and kill. Like she seems like a praying mantis.
I was gonna say that. That's exactly what I was gonna say. She's totally a praying mantis. You know that. Like
I'll actually tell you. I'll actually tell you mine at the end. Parla, what you got?
Okay, so because I had to go look up the pictures. Lair has these weird squared off titties, and I'm just not about that. So I'm like, plus you can't see her eyes. I mean, they can be going in two different directions. I just don't trust a shifty-eyed bitch.
That doesn't matter.
So then that leaves me between Aaliyah and Iris. And Iris, honestly, is kind of like the stereotypical kawaii girl. So maybe I'd marry her, but Aaliyah, you can motorboat those double D's like all day. So I'm fucking her.
Okay. Mine, Aaliyah is really the one I'm going to marry because I played Mega Man X and Leah will stick around. She literally is going to stick around you for a while and she got your back. So Aaliyah is going to stick around with you. Layer, I'm definitely going to fuck because I have seen her tits on certain things. So their tits are a little bit bigger. And I've seen her eyes. Her eyes are not cock. She got good eyes. They're green. And definitely I'm killing Iris because in Mega Man X4 she attempted to kill Zero because she killed her brother. So there.
Fair though.
Yeah. So there.
I didn't play past Mega Man 3, so I'm like, I don't know these characters at all. Like,
right.
But Mega Man 3 though was so good.
It is awesome.
It's my favorite.
Awesome game. All right, so Ryan, you got Ryan? You got one?
Oh God, no! I'm married, man. I don't think of these games often because
marry, fuck, kill, Wario, Luigi, and Yoshi.
Ooh, damn!
I will marry Yoshi because Yoshi is a sweet little dragon animal that doesn't. I'm not getting into bestiality. I guess I'll give Luigi. I'll go to Luigi and then I'll kill Wario. I can't trust a guy who's round like a bowling ball. That's just not.
Look. I'm going. Look. Wario is going to protect me and everything, and I feel like I need protection when I need the spouse, and I need somebody that's going to have my back. So it's got to be Wario. I'm hearing definitely Wario, and also I'm going to be rich in the castle, so it's going to be Wario. Yoshi, yeah, that tongue. So
Mac.
Dude, that's what I was gonna say. That's why I'm fucking Yoshi. That
tongue, man. No. Yeah, that tongue. Yeah, he got a long tongue, so it gotta be Yoshi. And I'm fucking killing Mario because he's an asshole.
I thought it was I thought it was Luigi.
Mario, Luigi,
and Yoshi. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Luigi. Yeah, fuck Luigi. He's scared too much. He's too scared, and he's a little shit that just he's just scared. But Mario's an asshole though. But yeah, Luigi, he's just a scared asshole.
So I would obviously fuck Yoshi because of that tongue, plus I could ride that dragon. I can't handle weak, scared even. Like, that's just not my thing. That's just not a turn on. So I'd have to kill Luigi. Sorry, but he's going. And then I'd marry Wario because I could be his evil princess.
That you gonna go ahead and pick, and you just go like, nah.
I mean, I kind of agree with Paretta for all the same reasons.
I mean, I'm just saying, like.
I didn't think it was gonna get so sexual with Yoshi, but yeah.
But he's cute. Like if it wasn't for those obvious like dirty things.
It's a one-time deal with Yoshi, and that's it. Like, okay, yeah.
One-time deal.
One-time deal. And I think Yoshi could. How do we know Yoshi's not a girl? He could be a girl. It could be a girl, and like I said,
either way, the other two are dudes.
Because Birdo's the girl. She's the girl Yoshi. Remember?
Damn yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that is right. Oh, fuck.
Geek check.
And now we know.
And we know. Yeah, we fucked the guy. We all fucked the guy.
And she's got that big old mouth, remember? Like, guys would love that.
All right, but yeah.
Kirby. That dude can suck.
I love Kirby. Oh, yeah, I know. Oh, my God. No, I love
Jesus.
Kirby.
Sorry.
Hold on. One more. Okay. Marry, fuck, kill, Kirby. Kirby.
Just Kirby? Yes.
No. Kirby, King DDD, or
I'm out at this point, Mac. It's too weird for me. Getting way too weird for me.
King DDD or Bowser.
Nope.
Paretta.
All right, I'm gonna marry Kirby because he's gonna save my ass no matter what.
Right.
I get.
I mean, I guess I'd rather fuck King DD, so I'm not getting salmonella from Bowser. So I'm gonna kill that asshole. I mean, because
All right.
Yeah, you definitely kill Bowser.
I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
is there ever a scenario where we don't kill Bowser? Like,
Yeah, we shoot
But
him in the head.
I think you marry King DDD though, because he's a king. That's one. And again, the hoop of that is Kirby.
I mean, look. Look, I have my reasons. I agree with Scott here. I'm definitely marrying King DVD for the money. I'm a gold digger and I'm going right for the money. I'm definitely fucking Kirby because Kirby is just he's awesome. He can suck a lot, and he also is a big fluffy pillow, which is awesome.
he's nice and soft. So
Nice and soft, you know. Breast. And,
Mac, I just sent you something really funny that you need to share with the others once this is over. Because hot damn, I love the internet. Jesus. Man.
Is it them dissecting Kirby?
No, it's a meme. It's a meme about recent events that is not dissecting Kirby. It's trust me, it's funny.
All right.
I wonder if it's the one I already sent him.
Oh, what the hell? Really? Really?
Yeah. Once I saw that on my feed, I'm like, oh, I'm sending that shit.
You have to send Ryan the one I sent you.
All right. I gotta look.
That's a good one. That's a really good one.
I'll send that.
All right, so are we done with the fuck, marry, kills, or?
Oh yeah, I didn't tell you why I'm just gonna kill. Yeah, I'm done. So I just kill. Yeah, we're all killing Bowser. So yeah, I guess we're done.
Bowser's the easy one to kill though. Like that, Bowser.
Right.
He has no redeeming qualities.
None. Zero. All right, guys. Well, let's go ahead and end this, people. This has been a productive show. I think we did a good show. I think we had fun. Y'all have fun?
Yeah, always.
I had fun.
Yeah.
I think this is something we needed. As we go through this whole crisis, this is something we really needed. It really feels like life is normal when we're on here. So let's go ahead and get the plugs. Start with Ryan. Ryan, what you got, plug, buddy?
Just the Duncan Zed show. We just did a Planet of the Apes new trilogy one that we're gonna upload soon. Up next is Arrival and Blinded by the Light, so that'll be fun. I am gonna get like 2 weeks off between semesters, so I'm gonna try to watch all the Godzilla movies in that time frame before classes resume, so that'll be fun. Because I bought the set from Criterion, and it's so great, but I just haven't had the time to watch it because there's 16 movies, and it's like, I want to do that right. I want to just burn through all them motherfuckers in a weekend.
Right.
Godzilla.
Me, I got a short film actually that's going to be the people that I made it with. They're doing like a short film.
Was that my internet?
No, that's him.
That's Scott. Yeah, I was going to make my first student film, and then the crisis happened, and they took the cameras away. So
yeah,
so it blows, but it is what it is.
Hey, Scott's back! Yay!
All right, what are you trying to say, Scott?
Scott, you like got weird for a minute. So
did I get cut out?
Yeah.
I just said that the short film festival on May 8th. That's when my film is going to be played. 8th at 8 p.m. Eastern.
Cool.
Well,
yeah, I'll tweet out a link.
All right, make sure
Nice.
you watch it. All right, Piretta.
Thursday night is raid night with my guild, so you will be able to find me on my Twitch stream there in that corner. And you can follow me on Instagram at beautiful yet dangerous. You can catch me on YouTube at Pirate Blaze, and on let's go this way. And then on Facebook, you can find me at the Pirate Blaze or at the Pirate Blaze on Twitter.
And then tonight and the rest of this weekend, I'm going to be doing some COD streaming. And then Monday night, I'm going to be taking people into the Elder Scrolls Online Veteran Dungeons for the new DLCs, getting achieveries, and other hard content completions.
All right, cool.
What are you doing, Mac?
Guys, well, tonight, thank you for watching the show. Tonight I've just been doing a stream. Tomorrow I'm going to take my day and I'm going to try to prepare for this fight with Eric for Monday. I just went over what we're doing with the game fixtures, so you already know it. So rewind back and go watch it. And also, guys, like I said, keep us in your prayers. As we're technically still in a tornado watch. We just had some tornadoes roll through almost through South Carolina. One of my back might literally almost close to me. So I say still pray for us, but we're here, we're still strong. We're not letting this kill us. We're not gonna let this pandemic and everything destroy us. We're gonna go strong with this. And so glad we did this because it makes you feel like life is normal. I also want to plug that I got a new tripod. As you can see, everything is not wobbled. Everything is straight. So if you notice it, I fixed it. I finally fixed it. I got me a good tripod. So this is the best one I had. And actually, it's taller than the last one, so it's perfect. I want to thank y'all for getting to 6,000 subscribers.
Woohoo! That's amazing.
That is amazing. We're at 6K. We're 4,000 away from 10K. I thought I'd never get to 6K, and we're here. And I thank y'all for that. I want to thank y'all for that. We'll probably do something. We're going to plan something for that probably in the future. But right now we're just counting our blessings and thank you for just getting us here. But as for right now, guys, also make sure you go see Mad Labs. That's Zach. Go watch his stream. He's been streaming. I know he's been streaming a lot of Strider. So make sure you go watch him and watch his stream. And Zach will help you feeling better. I usually do some asshole stuff that I always do, where Zach's here, guys. Show Zach, but not tonight. With that pandemic and everything, we don't want to do that. That's not a good way to do anything because it's really, 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 really bad out there. And hoping that if you're watching this now, we're hoping by the time we do the next podcast, this pandemic is behind us. And guys, make sure you wash your hands. Wash your hands. Make sure you sing happy birthday to yourself while you're washing your hands, and make sure it's keep your social distancing like we're doing. It's possible to do shows without social distancing, so look at it here. So just keep doing what you're doing and stay safe out there, people. Make sure, because this disease is nothing to play around with, no matter how old you are. It's still a tough disease to get over. People are dying out there, and it's not right. Nobody's supposed to be dying for this. All right, guys. Well, I guess that's it. We'll see you in another episode of the GF1 podcast. We'll see you in the month of May. Bye.
Bye, Pixel Pals.